Hi Turnip, so today I have a really special treat for you guys. It's gonna be the baked macaron, and it's basically gonna be a hamburger macaron, and it's gonna be really creative and innovative. And I hope you guys like it. It's an original recipe, so without further ado, let's get started on this delicious and innovative dessert. So right here, I've already pre-measured out my almond meal and my confectioner sugar, so we're just going to add them in together and we're going to blend it in, mix them, and then add in our dry ingredients. The base of this recipe is exactly the same as the Ted 2 macaron, and that's the recipe on how to make the teddy bear macaron. So you guys watched it already, feel free to skip this part because it's going to be essentially the same. And since they have a very similar color, the teddy brown color and the brown color of the white piece of bread in the hamburgers, so I decided to make 2 videos out of that. So you guys watched already, you guys can skip ahead, but if you guys haven't, just continue. So basically, after we mix in all our dry ingredients as shown previously, we are going to put it into our coffee grinder just to grind everything together so that everything is fine and it just makes the shell so much smoother. After grinding it, you could definitely see a change of color in the flour because you're grinding all the colors and flavors together. And look at that, the left one is definitely much darker in color, which is great, and that's what we're looking for. And of course, since we're making macarons, we are going to use egg whites from our egg. So usually large eggs, regular large eggs, are approximately 30 grams of egg whites, which is what we want. But since I'm using double large egg, it's kind of bigger, so there's more egg whites, and that's something that you guys might like to know. And this video is uncut, just fast forward just so that you guys can see the consistency and texture of the egg whites, and it will be a good way for you guys to learn, especially if you guys are new to making macarons, and if you guys are new to my channel, that's a great way to learn. So after achieving a relatively cloudy soft consistency, we're adding all of our granulated sugar at once, and we're going to continue whisking. And of course, as I have mentioned in my other videos, you guys could use a stand mixer from KitchenAid, you guys could use a hand mixer, which is what I'm using right now, or you guys could whisk it by hand the old-fashioned way, which is great because it's beautiful and I think it's more sincere, especially since you're inputting much more effort and time. I think that it's definitely special. It makes the macarons a very special treat. And a quick tip for you guys is that when you guys are choosing your mixing bowl, I definitely recommend the small ones because if you guys are making smaller batches, it's easier. And of course, you guys don't want to use a small batch of macarons over a large mixing bowl because that will just create more places where your egg whites are not well mixed together. And of course, after achieving specific as shown before, we are going to slide in all of our dry ingredients and we're going to fold it. And folding is definitely the hardest part of macarons because I noticed that a lot of people mess up in the folding process, which makes this macaron recipe more difficult than it really is because it's a really simple recipe and it's supposed to be really easy. So once you have achieved a good folding consistency, you guys are more than ready to pipe into the stove pad, which is basically a parchment paper on top of a cookie sheet, and we're going to sprinkle some of our sesame seeds to create that hamburger look. I know that for the folding part it was kind of fast and it would skip some parts, so if you guys are interested in learning the whole entire process, my blueberry macaron video have the whole entire process uncut and you guys could definitely check that out as well. In the meantime, we are going to create our hamburger ingredients. We are first going to create the cabbage, and for cabbage I'm using green tea powder and heavy whipping cream, and I'm also adding my white chocolate just so that it thickens up and makes it really delicious. Of course, in the meantime, we are going to bake our macaron shells in a preheated 300 degrees Fahrenheit oven for approximately 19.5 minutes. And going back, we are going to add in our confectioner sugar just to thicken up the consistency and make the chocolate sweeter. And I also tempered this chocolate with my rice cooker just so that it warms up and melts the chocolate and the sugar together. And trust me, there's a huge difference in consistency and the texture right here. Look at that, it's so much droopier, and that's what you're looking for, and that's when you know it's ready to move on to the next step. To give the cabbage a really nice wrinkly look, we are going to first use a saran wrap and just to make it wrinkly, and then we're going to dip our chocolate onto saran wrap and create a circle, and then we are just going to let it sit. And if they look like blobs, that's perfectly fine. And we are going to put another saran wrap and pat it down so that it evens out. And we're going to stick it in the fridge for approximately 2 hours so it hardens up. And then for next step, we are going to create the tomatoes. And for tomatoes, I'm using strawberries. So just cut a very thin slice of strawberry that matches the size of your macaron shell, and that will be your tomatoes. So moving along, we are going to use a perfectly ripe banana just so that it's good for our macaron. And of course, if you guys use an overripe banana, it just makes life so much harder because it's too mushy and it's not good for macarons because macaron needs to be stored at least for 6 hours before serving. So I definitely recommend getting a just perfectly ripe banana. And of course, we can try to get a large piece so that we can cut it up into squares, and that would be our cheese for our hamburger. And for the chocolate ganache, that would be our beef, and then we will put in our tomato, which is actually our strawberry, and then our slice of cheese. And of course, to top it all off, we are going to add in the cabbage that we have created earlier, and this is like straight from the freezer. And it hardened up pretty well, and it's relatively easy to remove, and you guys could definitely see the wrinkly cabbage look on top of it. And look at that. And if you guys don't want to create the matcha chocolate, you guys could substitute with kiwi slice. And you guys could always spread the chocolate on top of the buns just to create that iconic look. And look at that, that's our Hamburger Macaron. Or as I would like to call it, the Big Macaron. So give me a thumbs up if you guys think that the Big Macaron is a very witty name. And this video is completely inspired by one of my friends who told me that macarons look like hamburgers, and I was like, ooh, that's a really good idea, and we might just make it into hamburgers. So I think it's a good way to have not only fruits and make it a dessert as well. So I think it's really cute. And of course, to seal off the hamburger look, we are going to use long skewers, or you guys could use toothpicks, and just like poke it through in the middle of the burger, and then it can look like exactly like burgers. And even if your macarons look a little bit messy, that's perfectly fine because like hamburgers can be very messy as well. So I think it just has that iconic look to it. And of course, if you guys think that this is really cool, which is perfect for summer, you guys could make this for your barbecue party, for desserts. It's absolutely cute and amazing. So you guys definitely have to give this a try. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make the Hamburger Macaron. I had so much fun, even though it was kind of time consuming, but it was definitely something that I really enjoyed. So without further ado, let's get started on eating the macaron. So this time I decided to make my outro very short, and of course I was really excited to try my Hamburger Macaron because it took a long time to make. And look at my happy face, I'm so excited to try it. And I think that the skewer stick definitely seals the deal and makes it very iconic. And I decided to not focus on to macaron because it would probably make me out of focus like last time. So I am just going to eat it right now. It's so good. I always think that banana and chocolate are always a great match, and banana and strawberries are a great match, and having matcha chocolate on top definitely made it even better. I completely destroyed my macaron. That's so good. Yeah, I tried really hard not to devour my macaron in one bite. And until next time, bye! Hey turnips, thank you guys so much for watching this really cute tutorial on how to make the Big Macaron, or aka the Hamburger Macaron. I had a lot of fun with this, and I like the fact that they really do look like hamburgers or Big Macs, and you guys definitely have to give this a try because it's so cute. And don't forget to thumbs up, share, and of course if you guys haven't, you guys should definitely subscribe to my channel for more weekly sweet adventures. And until next time, bye!